This is how the king of Thailand cruelly treats his 5 wives and 20 mistresses. The king of Thailand, Rama X, is the richest monarch in the world. Despite being the wealthiest, he has a reputation of a playboy. He not only disrespected his ex-wives but also treated them poorly. Rumors abound that one of his unfortunate ex-wives was supposedly fed from a dog bowl, which leaves everyone wondering about the depths of the king's bad behavior. But the cruelty doesn't end there. His third wife, a woman who once held a privileged position, faced the jaws of the law. Arrested for reasons shrouded in mystery, her life took a dramatic turn for the worse. Stripped of comforts and thrown into a secluded existence, she now lives without any amenities, forced to survive in a remote and harsh setting. But hold your breath, for there's more to this tumultuous tale. The monarchy in Thailand holds enormous power, and centuries-old traditions dictate that the people of the country must honor their ruler. By law, criticizing the monarch and his family is strictly prohibited and can result in severe penalties, including lengthy jail sentences. Mahavir Hiralongkorn, or Rama X, has a staggering net worth estimated to be between $30 billion and $60 billion. He wields significant influence, as he can change laws, appoint a government, approve the budget, and participate in ceremonies. His lavish lifestyle and extravagant spending often surprise people worldwide due to his eccentric acts. The king's love affairs and personal life have made him notorious as a playboy. He has a penchant for beautiful women and is rumored to be quite assertive in pursuing them. Supposedly, if he looks at a woman he fancies for more than 10 seconds, his servants immediately invite her to his bedroom. However, despite his behavior, some women are willing to be associated with him for the wealth and privileges that come with it. Tragically, the lives of some women who were either wives or concubines of the king have ended unhappily. Mahavir Hiralongkorn's first marriage was in 1977 to his maternal cousin, Somsawali Kaitiakara, and they had a daughter together. It's believed that the marriage might have been influenced by family pressure, as at that time, he was still a crown prince with less power compared to his current status. Unsurprisingly, the prince's interest in his first wife waned quickly, as he didn't find her very attractive. Eventually, Maha fell in love with actress Sujarini Vivakarawang's. Despite his first wife's unwillingness to grant him a divorce, Maha managed to legally end their marriage after 16 years. Blaming her for the relationship's failure, the princess had no option to object, as criticizing the monarch is forbidden by law. Nevertheless, the fate of Rama's first wife turned out to be quite fortunate. Somsawali maintained a good relationship with the king, and their daughter continued to participate in royal ceremonies. The second wife of the crown prince was actress Sujarini, who was a commoner by birth. However, after their marriage, she was appointed a major in the royal army. The initial love story between the crown prince and the commoner resembled a Cinderella fairy tale, but their happiness was short-lived. At one point, Rama accused her of betraying him with a 60-year-old air marshal. He even circulated indecent photos of her in Thai magazines and publicly disclosed her actions. Subsequently, she was stripped of all her titles. Fortunately, Sujarini managed to flee abroad to avoid more severe punishment, such as imprisonment. After some time, the crown prince decided to marry for the third time. His new wife, once again a commoner, was Sri Rosmi Suwadi, a former waitress who had served the king for many years and caught his attention. Maha told reporters that he had finally decided to settle down and put an end to his various love affairs. After their wedding, the former waitress was granted the title of princess, and she appeared deeply grateful to her husband for elevating her status. She seemed willing to fulfill any of his desires. On one occasion, during a birthday celebration for Maha's beloved poodle, Fufu, Sri Rosmi wore only a thong to please her husband. She reportedly even ate from the same bowl as the dog. Pictures of this incident circulated on the internet and caused a real scandal. However, the woman chose to ignore the backlash and continued to comply with her husband's wishes. However, unfortunate events soon befell Maha's third wife. The king accused her and her relatives of corruption, leading to her parents and brothers being imprisoned for several years. As for Sri Rosmi, she was placed under house arrest. After their divorce, she endured further hardships, being shaved bald and dressed in monastic robes before being sent to a remote province to live in a small, amenity-free cabin without electricity. Inside the cabin, the toilet and bathroom were intentionally destroyed, leaving her with no choice but to wash herself with rainwater from a barrel and use a drain hole as a toilet. To add insult to injury, the servants of the monarch placed a mocking sign over her door, suggesting that the cabin would be as comfortable as a palace. Additionally, she was denied access to her own son. The cruelty displayed by Maha was shocking, as even in a country aware of his eccentricities, such treatment was unexpected. It's likely that the former princess still endures these harsh conditions. In 2016, the crown prince ascended to the throne, becoming the king. One of his first acts as king was to reintroduce polygamy. Shortly before his coronation, he married Sudhita Tijai, a former stewardess and head of his security, and in 2019, they were crowned king and queen. Despite this, Rama X declared another woman as his official mistress. Sininatwong Vahirapati, an army general, couldn't get along with Queen Sudhita, resulting in her being stripped of her title and ranks. She was accused of disrespecting the queen and disloyalty to the king, leading to nearly a year in prison for her, and her family's house was destroyed. However, the charges were eventually dropped, and her titles were restored. At the age of 70, the King of Thailand now maintains relationships with two women, one official wife and one official mistress, but even this doesn't seem sufficient for him, as he has numerous concubines. There have been instances, like during the pandemic, where he was seen with 20 women in a hotel in Bavaria, engaging in activities like riding bicycles through the alpine forest. Such behavior is considered unacceptable in Thailand, leading to protests and calls for a monarchy reform. However, the king continues to act with impunity, doing as he pleases. As evident, being a princess or queen in reality is far from the fairy tale notion. The Queen of Thailand has to endure the presence of the king's numerous concubines, and even slight misbehavior could result in losing everything and facing imprisonment.